Hello everybody, what is up? I'm Julia, friends call me J-Rock. Thank you for coming back to Tumbleweed Logic in 2019. I appreciate you guys being here. All 364 of you, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for continuing to rock with me. But you've already seen the title, you already know what shoe I'm gonna unbox, so let's get into it. So Nike and Paul George are back at it again with his third signature model, but this time he has had the opportunity to collaborate with NASA designers. Like, how dope is that? I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I was in love with all things space, all things out of this world. I mean, I was a geek, so I don't know about y'all, but I love the idea of being an astronaut. So seeing a shoe like this that's NASA inspired is definitely dope, definitely up my alley. But let's stop talking and get into the sneaker. But first, the box. So it says Paul George 3 on the top of it, but it's got like these planets and like just a space inspired theme on here. And then it has Palmdale, which is Paul George's hometown in California. Taking a look at the label really quickly. PG3 NASA, not a lot to say here, size 9. Boom, here it is, the Paul George 3 PG3 NASA in the building. These shoes are bright, but they have so much going on, so much character, so much to talk about. So let's take a look at it real quick. So this is the right shoe, and as you can see, it's got this orange mesh material that goes all the way around the upper, and it's a really lightweight mesh. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So it goes all the way around the shoe, and then it's got these blue and red accents. I guess this is like a rubber or leather material here on the side, and these are obviously odes to the NASA colors. Then going around the top of the shoe, you've got this collar, and it's in this kind of spacey gray color. This light gray or this light silver color also goes all the way around the midsole of the shoe. So looking at the back of the shoe, remember that again, this is the right shoe. It's got the Paul George logo here, the PG logo, as well as a logo for Apollo 14. Then on the tongue of the shoe, you've got this American flag, again, with an ode to NASA. You've got orange laces. I mean, this shoe is just bright. Like, if you like color, like, this is it. But let me show you guys the dopest part of the shoe for me. If you take a look at the heel, it's got a quote that says, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon." You've also got this cool hang tag that says "remove before flight," so this red hang tag. If you look closer to the front of the shoe, you'll see 93552, which is actually Paul George's zip code for when he was living in Palmdale as a kid. Of course, you have Nike swooshes on both sides of the shoe. On the outside of the shoe, the swoosh is kind of imprinted here into the midsole. On the inside, you have the swoosh that's etched into the actual mesh upper. Taking a look at the insole of the right shoe, it's a black insole with a big old NASA logo right there imprinted on the insole. Taking a look at the outsole of the right shoe, you'll see it's black with a blue accent, but what's cool in the pattern is it almost like a moon crater pattern to go along again with the space theme, landing on the moon, which is really, really dope. All right, so let's switch it up and take a look at the left shoe. So it's pretty much the same, but there are just a few pieces that are slightly different. So let's take a quick look at those. So on the left shoe, you see it has the PG logo instead of the American flag that was on the right shoe. Then on the back, you still have the PG logo here as well, but instead of the Apollo 14 logo, you have the NASA logo as well. But the quote is still on the bottom, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon." Up here on the front again, you do have the 93552 for Paul George's zip code for when he was living in Palmdale. So here's the cool thing about Palmdale, California, and incorporating it into this shoe. Palmdale is not just Paul George's hometown, it's also home to a NASA facility. And I know that most people, when they think about NASA, they're not thinking about Palmdale, California. But yep, there's definitely a research facility there, so it's cool to have that represented on this shoe as well. So taking a look at the outsole again, it's pretty much the same. It's the same black outsole with the crater pattern, but instead of the blue accent, it's got red here. Again, the red and the blue as the ode to the NASA colors. So there it is, folks, the PG3 NASA in the flesh. I tried to cover as many elements of the shoe as possible. I know that a lot of you guys out there are sneakerheads, are sneaker enthusiasts, so I'm sure you guys can pick this apart much better than I can. but I definitely want to at least give you guys a look at this. The shoe does release more broadly on Saturday, this coming Saturday, January 26th. The price tag is $120, so right in the range of all the Paul George sneakers, not really expensive. And to get something with this dope of a design for just 120 bucks, I mean, you really can't beat that price. One thing I did also want to mention is that the Zoom Air technology is still in the sole of the shoe, so you still get that bounce, you still get that cushion in the bottom of the shoe as well. But that's it for me. Let me give you guys one last look at the PG3 NASA. It definitely is a really cool shoe. I love the idea behind it. I love the theme. I love the quote. It's just really dope. It's a bright shoe. Let's just get out in front of that, but it definitely is dope. A lot of elements, a lot of character, just an all-around cool shoe. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the shoe? Is it too bright, too much going on? What do you think of the space theme? Sound off in the comments below. Show me a little bit of love. But until next time, guys, thank you for continuing to come back. I know my videos are here and there, and y'all wondering if I fell off the face of the earth. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. This year, I'm not traveling as much for work, so I do plan on putting up a lot more content. So please stay tuned. And you already know the drill. Laugh hard, love hard, dream big. And this is J-Rock out.